The proposed VAT increase of 0.5% points in each of the next 2 years, bringing VAT to 15.5% in 2025 and 16% in 2026-2027. Is a carefully measured intervention designed to sustain government revenue without disproportionately affecting the poor. The ANC recognizes the concerns of working class families, which is why mitigation measures including an expanded zero-rated VAT basket, real increases in social grants, and fuel levy relief have been prioritized. Unlike opposition parties that are fixated on elite interests, the ANC remains committed to pro-poor economic policies that protect vulnerable households while ensuring sustainable public finances. Our support for this budget as a balancing act among many other options that have been considered as the ANC is informed by this plethora of interventions which, in our view, cushion the poor in terms of cost of living in South Africa. GNU is GNU. I mean, we're committed to the GNU, Government of National Unity. The fact that there are differences around the question of the budget, it's important that we must find each other and actually continue to engage. We have not closed the door. So as the ANC, as a party, we are ready to engage with everybody on these particular matters. So we are quite keen to engage with everybody. The DA seeks to use the budget process as leverage to renegotiate its role within the GNU, not because it has interests of the people at heart, but because it is determined to advance an agenda that prioritizes privilege over progress. It is disingenuous for anyone to project themselves as poor in terms of their disposition, when in fact they are not. The DA's demands expose their true intentions. They want labor laws to be scrapped so that employers can fire workers at will. They want black economic empowerment policies to be abandoned. They want to weaken institutions that have been established to reverse economic exclusion. These are the same policies that entrenched inequality and racial capitalism in the past, and the ANC will never allow such regression. Their opposition to the VAT increase is not about protecting the poor. It is about ensuring that economic policies serve corporate interests at the expense of working class South Africans. In their desperation, they seek to create an Israeli Gaza type situation using the Western Cape as their political salvo, a scenario in which African and colored people of the province will be treated as subhuman in the land of their birth. This is the reason behind their insistence on Cape Town's port being considered, an attempt to carve out an economic enclave where the interests of the privileged are protected at the expense of the majority. They further demanded changes to labor laws that will allow employers to fire workers at will without due process or legal recourse, effectively returning the country to the draconian conditions that allowed apartheid to thrive on the exploitation of black workers. We remain firm in our resolve to build an inclusive and prosperous economy that works for all South Africans.